G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. Today I've got this, it's black pine decandling time. It's in December, early December in Melbourne, here in Australia. Now that's our summer, or coming into our summer, so I try and decandle my black pines at this time of year. Now this is a really nice tree that I'm really starting to enjoy. It's got this huge, nice big trunk which is a little bit hidden by the foliage. There you go, nice big hidden trunk there. Really nice tree, big mounded up base, slanting over, looking nice full amount of candles coming up. Really good example of how candles are getting smaller and smaller after each season. Really good. So it's really, this tree's been wired. The wire's fine, it's not cutting in too much, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, and just want to get through decandling. Now, what I do is always start at the top of the tree because I make a mess, and then I have less cleaning up to do further down. Because when we decandle, we also look to needle pluck. Now, needle plucking is just evening out. Pretty much, needle pluck is evening out each branch to have enough needles, in the sense that every branch on this tree will have the same amount of needles. It's always confusing trying to explain this, but just making sure that each branch is evenly balanced. The same amount kind of needles on each branch should mean that the tree will feed all those areas the same amount. So when the buds come through over the next few months, they should all have an even amount of buds because the tree's feeding it evenly. I don't know if that's confusing to you guys. I'm sorry if I confused it, but it's just balancing the tree so that the tree will feed all the areas the same, should get the same amount of buds, and so on. You still get multiple buds, but you won't get huge shoots up everywhere. You know, it should be evenly spaced. You could still get 3, 4 in one spot, but they should be evenly distributed. So really, decandling, you just go through it, start at the top, work your way, and find the candle, and that's pretty much it. See how there's that green bit? So I cut it at the base. You just cut it at the base. I'll probably put it there. See that? Cut it at the base. It's pretty easy to identify the candle, and that's that one. That's a nice size because I'm slowly decreasing the size of the candle. That candle was probably that tall last year. Now it's that tall. Okay, so you just go through it. It's a pretty quick process. I kind of do an area. For example, I do this area up here, and then I look at, is that enough? Has it got too much needles? I'll just pluck a little bit out. And try and pluck. So if the candle sits up like that, sometimes candles are like, I don't know how to explain it, that candles are like this in a way, right? All the needles are pointing out like this. If you eliminate the bottom two, hang on, how do I do this? If there's needles going that way, if you eliminate those, you kind of get down the candles doing that and the needles doing that rather than doing this. So if you eliminate the ones at the bottom, you got them candles doing that, the needles doing that. So does it make sense? So pointing upwards rather than always fanning out and like doing like this. They'll be more pointing the needles. We're pointing this way. Alright, probably confused everyone even more. But just go through it. Get stuck into it. There's areas you'll find that are just too strong, and that's where you pluck areas. So for example, in this area, I'll pluck the ones underneath. Underneath. So this is just that little bit on the top done. And you go through it. Just go work your way through it. And you pluck as you go. Pluck the ones underneath so that when you wire out, they flow out. Pretty quick process. Also look if you've got areas where there's three in one. Like sometimes if you miss a bud during bud selection, you know that 3 always come back to 2. Never have 3 buds or 3 branches from the one spot, especially on plants. Cut it back to 2. All right, so I'm just going to go through and cut all the candles off. Needle pluck as I need to, even out the growth. Usually the top is a lot more stronger, so it needs a bit more needle plucking down below. Oops. And we just go through it. Alright, Alright, so after needle plucking and most importantly decandling, this is what you get. Very rough looking, but starting to take shape. Like, I'm happy that the pads are starting to form. Needs more time, needs more buds and cleaning of the process up. But a lot of these pads are starting to, maybe not the best in the image, but they're starting to come up nicely. You know, you'd see the undersides and getting cleaner. The tops are fanned it out so that lots of light gets in, so I can have lots of buds, and that will just keep padding out over the years and over time. So a lot of this area is starting to develop. Really like some of these branches in here starting to develop. So you kind of see a bit better now how the tree's going on. Let me see if I can tilt it upwards. So you see some of the branching starting to happen. So it's a bit of a unique tree. I'd love to get a better pot for it. I'm not sure 100% what pot I want for it just yet. The right angle and so on. The angle's just not right for me at the moment. But a nice crescent pot I'm thinking maybe one day, or you know, nice drum kind of half oval pot, half kind of not a round pot, but like an oval, like this shape, a bit deeper maybe. Yeah, something a bit more unique. But yeah, definitely enjoying the shape of this tree. It's got a bit of work to do because it's got some deadwood up here that's very dirty, I guess. It's a matter of me having the time to clean it up, just lime salt for it later. But yeah, finding all the live vein and dead veins. There's a bit of a stub here and there. You can see that I've got some guy wires tied to. So eventually I have to clean that up and create that gin as well. So a few things like this to improve this tree, but so far so good. And I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little quick video on decandling and needle reduction on black pines. Okay, see ya, bye.